I'd like to welcome today a special guest, a dear friend. He's been on the program many, many times, Dr. Bill Ammon. He is a Christian counselor as well as an author, particularly writing books about grief. And he really needs no introduction to our viewing audience because you've seen him so many times. So, Dr. Ammon, we're going to get right into some of the meat of the questions. Why would I want to learn about grief, and why not just wait until it happens?
Well, a lot of times we think we can wait until it happens, but grief often starts even before there's a loss. And I find that if I have myself prepared long before the loss starts, I'm better prepared and I go through it a whole lot easier. And all of us will have grief. All of us will lose loved ones. All of us will have sicknesses. All of us will have physical disabilities, things that happen to us that we don't plan on. But we're so much better if we're prepared before. And if you have a church that's prepared to help people through these times, creates a great church.
Mm-hmm. You know, many people say, is grief different for Christians or is it the same? How would you answer that?
I think it's a lot different, especially when we realize that God is a God of hope, when we realize that God is able to bring us through anything that we go through, and with a hopeful attitude, with a, you know, the whole experience is so much different. Walking a loved one home, even a mother dealing with the loss of her unborn child, knowing that that child is going to be in heaven. Mm-hmm. Just these things that we know and we can help one another through seems to help us so much. And when we follow the pattern of how Jesus went through his grief and how he went through his loss, because he knew grief. Amen. Every grief we had, he has had, and he knew. And when we follow that, and when we realize that death isn't something to be afraid of, death is just part of living. I love when Paul said, he says, I have a desire to depart. And the word depart means to unmoor or let your ship go from the dock. Mm-hmm. See, and there's two scenes, and one scene is the goodbye scene, and the other scene is the hello scene. And we'll all be part of both of these scenes. And to be prepared for that is a beautiful thing for folks.
Well, now we're in the middle of a seminar that you're going to be doing. Oh, how does a seminar help in that respect?
Well, it helps us to see that there's little things that I can learn that help me through all these precious times. There's things I can learn as I see and I'm going through this experience with my loved one, and things I can learn to help myself and to help others get through this experience. When I started out in ministry, one of the first things I found out as a young pastor was the fact that I didn't know a lot about this. And that hurt me, because a lot of times I found out that grief ministry was a whole lot more than just saying, Jesus will get you through. Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to take a break right now for a short message. Our special guest today, Dr. Bill Ammon. We're going to have more with him on the second half of the program. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.